Hello, hi, welcome back to my channel. My name is Gina, and as you saw, I did a little bit of shopping. I went to Barnes and Noble, and I mainly was just going to look at the manga, but I did end up getting a book as well, and I wanted to basically tell you what I got. So let's start with the manga because I was in that section the longest. The first thing that I picked up, I only picked up two things, three things in total, but only two things. Um, Actually, I don't remember what I picked up. It's been some days later. That's why I'm like in a different shirt. Like this is like several days later. It's me getting ready for bed and remembering, oh my gosh, I forgot to show y'all what I got. Anyways, so I think the first one I picked up was Blood on the Tracks, volume 13. So this series is by the series is by Shuzo Oshimi, and it's like a psychological thriller. It can be classified in horror sometimes. It depends on how you look at it. It's so good. It's been a while since I've read in this series. I'm pretty sure the series is done. I think there's like 17 volumes or something like that. But so good. Um, it touches on the dynamics between love between family members, and it really tests the waters of how far you can go with it. And it's not in that like, oh, my brother is in love with my stepsister. No, this is more like parental issues of like a parent maybe loving their child too much or something. Not necessarily too much, but like overprotectiveness and like what some of these effects could have on a child, but to the extreme level of where it's a little messed up. And things go wrong. It's not a happy story. Let me put it that way. And at this point in the series, I don't want to spoil it, but let's just say it's a time jump from when the main character is like a boy in like secondary school. Not quite secondary. I think he was probably like 12, 13, somewhere between 12 and 14 probably. And now he's probably in like his 30s. It says 20 years later. So it's a time jump. And I am curious on where this is going now. Ooh, okay. Yeah. It's been a while since I got it back, since I was reading it. I think the last time I read it was like last year, but it's time to finish it. Hopefully this year, but we'll see because it's already August and I like to own it. So we'll find out. The other manga that I picked up is Smoking Behind the Supermarket with You, Volume 5. This is by Janushi. Um, this is like, this is romance, but it feels more realistic and it's older romance. And by that, I mean like the main characters aren't in their teens. They're not in high school. They're not even in university. Like this is a businessman and someone who works at essentially like a convenience store. But even at this point, they're not actually. I don't want to spoil it. But the female Yamada, is that her name? Yeah, Yamada. She kind of goes by like this secret alias because the businessman who knows her in the store sees like this super cheerful person, but the woman he talks to later, who he finds smoking behind the supermarket, he doesn't realize that they're the same person. So she kind of goes off and be like, oh yeah, we're co-workers and kind of friends, but we're not the same person. And you kind of just see like a relationship develop between the two as she is honestly her true self, which is when she's behind the supermarket smoking and not the persona that she puts on when she's working. And I think many people can relate to that. Sometimes we do have to put on this like persona, this fake personality to get through our jobs. So it's not like it's a stretch. It's very interesting. It's super cute. Um, and the businessman, it's not like he's not creepy. He's just like he's tired, he's exhausted, he's stressed all the time, and it's just kind of like I want to say probably more of a typical salary man, maybe in Japan, like the working long hours kind of deal. But we'll see. This series, I'm pretty sure it's not over with yet, but this is not like the latest one. I think maybe they're on volume 7 now, 7 or 8. I was caught up, and then for a while I wasn't reading it. I wasn't really buying any manga because I wasn't reading manga like that. And now I'm like back into it. So this is the cover, and then cover of Blood on the Tracks. Realize I'm kind of far away today, but anyways, so the last thing I picked up, and this was like the last thing, I went back upstairs and I looked around a little bit and I was like, oh, I've never seen this cover before, and I don't think I will ever find it again. And it's Teddy Bears Never Die by Cho Yoon. Uh, I'm not sure that's how you pronounce the last name, but it's supposed to be horror, but I mean it was in the horror section, but it seems more like a revenge story, and it's going to be bloody, it's going to be gory, probably, and it's going to be a little humorous because it's a teddy bear, as you can see here. It's like this town gets hit by a poisoning attack. Um, Hua Young was one of, like, she lost family members, but she never believed that her mom was poisoned. But now she's trying to get revenge, um, and bring those responsible to justice. And then Doha wakes up in a teddy bear and realizes something sinister has taken his body. And these two come across each other, and I guess revenge will happen. So I'm curious with how this will go. I think it just sounds really good. It also looks really good in my opinion. You just don't see things typical like this, and I think that's what drew me to it, because sometimes you kind of get tired of the same ideas, but this one seems like a little different. This time revenge is not just personal, it's supernatural. So yeah, it's supposed to be Korean horror. We'll see what type of horror it is. I don't think it's going to be like the I'm shaking in my boots horror. I think it's going to be more on like the bloody side, the massacre, revenge side. And yeah, that's all that I got. I just picked up 3 things. Picked up these 3 here, and honestly still ended up spending more than I wanted to spend, but this is more realistic of like if I went to a store, especially like Barnes and Noble or somewhere like that, I don't like spending a whole bunch of money. This still feels like a bunch of money to me, but I'm more likely, a lot of times I only end up with like 1 or maybe 2 manga, and that was the plan, was just to get these 2. But because I saw this and knew I would like never see it again in my life, and it was only 20 compared to like the $25 to $35 books that they have these days, I was like, you know what, not bad. So that's why I picked up the book. But originally I was just going to get manga. Um, but yeah, this is more typical of what I would get. And with that being said and done, I'm going to end the video here. I hope you enjoyed it. It's just like a little quick trip to the bookstore and doing a little haul for y'all. So until next time, bye.